Alrighty. We's live. Not with the game that I intended to play tonight, but the first choice was being a bit of a pisser to try and get in window mode, so here we go. Fuck yeah, Doki Doki. I love how, like, I've booted up the game and it instantly says, this game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. I'm like, well, I am both of those things, so. I am fucked. I am in the trouble. Just before you go to work, pisser, bro. Spooky, it's dark and cold as fuck, man. I'm alright, man, I'm alright. Just, got done with all of the house chores and shit, so. And I spent like the last hour trying to get I don't know how to pronounce the name of the simulacra. I don't know. I was trying to get that game to work. Well, I can play it. I could stream it, but the thing is, I'd have to stream it in full screen, so I won't be able to talk to you guys. And if anything goes wrong, like stream-wise, I won't know. You know? So, yeah. I was trying to get it to work in window mode, but it just kept fucking crashing, so... I've brought out Doki Doki as an emergency backup. Get chat on phone. I could. I know, but it's not really ideal. It's like, you know, I'd have to go like this to read it. You know what I mean? And I'd rather it's all just here so I can just stay in the game. No, that's the thing. I don't want to be checking my phone all the time. I just want to be playing the game. So if I could get it all working in one thing, in one area, that'd be great. But yeah. But we'll try. We'll try and get it working so we can actually eventually play it, because from the looks of it, it looks like it's a really good game. The simulacra thing, like the idea, the concept of it. The idea is that you find this. I don't know if it gets sent to you or if you find it or what. But you find this. You come into possession of this phone of this missing girl, this missing young woman, right? And I guess like you kind of have to go through like her phone, like, you know, like her contacts, her messages, her photos and videos and emails and shit, to kind of like deduce what the fuck's going on, because she's gone missing, I guess. And I think the aim of the game is to like try and either learn of her fate or see if you can like find her or something like that. I don't know. To spiritual success to Sarah is missing. Ooh. If Sarah is missing has a window mode that works and doesn't break the game every time I try and enter it, we'll play that as well. But if simulacra is anything to go by, such a pisser. It's like, our window mode is alt enter, and it just breaks every time. Piss. Have I played Doki Doki before? No, I have not. Dougie Dougie. Teach me how to Doki Doki, please. Yeah, I do need to get a second monitor, don't I? Amateur hour in this house. Amateur hour, boys. It's not amateur hour. It's fucking old school. It's old school, mate. You don't get it. You don't get it, mate. Still got a floppy drive in my fucking rig. Dickhead. Oh, I want your best voice acting for this game, please. Is it gonna be one of them's? Is it gonna be one of those fucking... Is it gonna be like we're playing Persona? Piss. Or if I tried using unregistered hypercam, I still do, mate. I don't know what you're talking about. Bust out the dazzle. It makes me want to vomit. I fucking hate. Whoa, fucking 2,000 huffs and puffs. Thank you so much, Senshi, buddy. I hope you're doing well. Have fun with this game. I will try to, buddy. Thank you so much, my dude. From what I gather, it's gonna be like, it starts off all, you know, hey, you're this guy who just happens to have the attention of all these young girls that seem to want to be around you all the time, and isn't life grand in this club? And then, like, eventually it's going, yeah, but we're all fucking psychopaths. Yeah? We're all fucking serial killers here, dude. And you're fucking next. Faggot? Faggot? Get out of hell, you faggot. Fine, I'm out. Right, it's fucking chilly here today, boys. Right, so I've got me a little blanket, yeah? Got me a little blanket to fucking chill out in. Dougie. Oh, this is dope. I should do this more often. Fuck yeah. Oh. Is this my first time? Go easy on me, one dumb gamer. It's my first time, bucka. Nah, dude. No, what, in this game it is. Yeah, it's the first time I'm playing this game, bro. The girls want to go Doki when you're booty. Oh my god. Oh my god. But I'm so nervous. What if I can't get it up? Alright. This game is not suitable for kids or for pussies, mate. Yeah? Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a safe What? Safe? Safe? What's gonna happen? Am I gonna get stabbed? Am I gonna get jacked, bro? Safe? Experience playing this game. For content warnings, please visit ddlcmo/warning. Usually, I'm used to the horror games having this game contains scenes of explicit violence and gore. You know what I mean? Like, I get it, right? But this is like, you may not make it out of this one. Like, what? What does that mean? You are no longer safe. Okay. So, individuals in the chat, if you have problems with anxiety or the big sad, don't join this club. By playing Doki Literature Club, you agree that you are at least 13 years of age and you consent to your exposure of highly disturbing content. What? What the fuck? What do you mean? Highly disturbing. I've seen and been involved in a lot of highly disturbing stuff, you know? In video games we've done it all. We've seen it all, right? We've seen some really fucked up shit. What the fuck is Doki Literature Club gonna do that requires us to agree to, like, I swear I'm going to be okay? Are you sure? Because this game is highly disturbing. Oh, that's cute. I think we're gonna be okay for a long time, aren't we? I can kind of get. Oh, I get it. I fucking get it, dude. This is so weird. Could you imagine if they didn't throw those like disclaimers in the beginning, and they were just like, "Yo, get this game. It's free. It's cute. It'll make you feel good." And then it just fucking hits you with whatever the fuck's coming. I think that would have been way better. It would have been irresponsible, but fuck it. Who gives a shit? I think for the sake of art and storytelling, it's definitely worth it. This is gonna be in your head for a while. I really don't see how. I don't know. I don't see how that's gonna happen. You know, I always like to be proven wrong though, so that would be great. But and so the nightmare begins. Really, FaceTiming? Thank you so much, man. I mean, I don't want to be that guy saying, "Oh, this is nothing," but I know looks are there to be deceiving. But come on. Sneebles. Sneebles. Oh, is it not voice acted? Okay, hey! I see an annoying girl running toward me from a distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayuri, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, we would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waking up. Might want to read fast, what? But if she's gonna chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayuri catch up to me. Oh, is she gonna be like one of those like overly like I'm like 18 but I act like a 12-year-old kind of like types? I overslept again. I caught you this time. Oh. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Ah, you say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Sneebles. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayuri. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. Oh, by the way, Sneebles, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? No, I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayuri likes to worry a little too much about me, when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Oh yeah, he's a real one, boys. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you weren't gonna learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Happiness is really important to me, you know. Dear Lord, you're playing DDLC, Godspeed. Is it really this bad? And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET. What was that again? That used to be a popular... Oh, is the game a bit loud? Wait, hold on. There you go. How's that? What was a NEET again? I remember that being like a big word. That was like the word that you used to like describe like what... people that were like not in education or training. Is that what it... NEET's like a basement door. Yeah, something like that, right? I remember that being being a popular, like, term to describe, like, basement dwellers in, like, oh, geez, probably, like, 10 years ago? Like, you don't really hear that anymore, do you? In a few years, because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess. I'll promise you that. Yay. Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relate to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind, at least a little bit. Even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayuri wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayuri? Sayuri must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know. Know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayuri. Yeah? There is no way I'm going to your club. Sayuri is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to an anime club. Oh, come on, please! Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kinda told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Cupcakes. Lol, holds up Spork. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayuri's really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes! Okay, let's go. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayuri across the school and upstairs, a section of school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayuri, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you don't call me a new member. I glanced around the room. The person we're playing as just sounds like a fucking knobber, don't he? Okay, welcome to literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayuri always says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Sneebles, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, just say it. Go, man. Natsuki. I'm pissed, cause I'm short. Ha! The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize. small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, called Sayuri. Nah, you can just ignore her when she gets all moody. Sayuri says that quietly into my ear, then turns back into the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have had a hard time keeping up with the people like Sayuri and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica. Is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Sneebles. Monica smiles sweetly, and then, snaps her back. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... you too! Happy birthday, Sneeples! You too! Oh shit! Come sit down, Sneebles. We made room for you at the table so you could sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. And how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayuri mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one next to Sayuri. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayuri. Pussy! Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Ooh! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry up and take one. Sayuri grabs one first, then Monica, I follow. It's delicious! Sayuri talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Bro, if I can put it in your face. Natsuki's quiet. Can't help but notice the sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's about a buck-a-ton! Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. Yeah, I thought you technically did. Sayuri said... Well, maybe. But not for, you, dummy! Alright. I give up Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down a teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Oh, don't worry. The teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri is just trying to impress you. That's not... Could you imagine that? Just a bunch of girls trying to impress you? In what world does that happen? In what world where you're the guy and all the chicks are trying to impress you? They don't give a fuck that you're in the room, dude. Insulted Yuri looks away. I mean, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monika raises an eyebrow and smiles at me. So, what made you consider literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monika that I was practically dragged here by Sayuri. Well, I haven't really joined any clubs yet, and Sayuri seemed really happy here, so... That's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monika, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics and around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monika really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't a lot more people in the club yet. Must be hard to start a new club. Well, you could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah, we'll do our best. Fucking deja vu. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Jump to a cut where there's a close-up of every anime character in the room and they all just go. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monika must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they're all so delighted by the new idea of a new member. Though I still don't really know if I could keep up with that level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Sneebles, what kind of things do you like to read? Considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. Oh, that's some fucking Get Out shit! Like, oh no! Fucking, My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But, you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Oh yeah? I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped at something I can relate to at a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you? I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh? Why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart to me for a split second. Never mind. Oh, that's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What are you saying, motherfucker? What gives you that idea? Well, you left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! And give that back. Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just so cute. Sayuri sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like him. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for you, Yuri. Aw, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little bit more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Sneebles? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. No, hold on, wait. There's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayuri may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought... Sneeble-chan. Mina-san. I'm defenseless against these girls. You fucking pussy, bro. Should be like joining kendo or some shit, smacking boys with sticks. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with one of these beautiful girls. What am I playing? Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy! Sayuri wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I'd be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can all officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Sneebles, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. What? I mean, yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Sneebles! Since we're already done here, do you want to walk home together? Oh, that's right. Sayuri and I never walk home together anymore, because she's always stayed out after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. What? Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Would I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I just need to make make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. It's time to write a poem! Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Chocolate. Shiny chocolate, Doki Doki poof, agonizing afterimage, fantasy warm, spinning giggle. What? What's this? Okay, so I just gotta pick 20 words, right? Okay. Does it really matter? Oh, okay. So the more they move, the more they like my shit, I guess. Different girls like different words. Yeah. I guess so. Alright, let's go with agonizing. Agonizing climax. Oh my god, that's just my poem. Agonizing climax, and then you just sit back down. Oh, it's so good. Agonizing climax. Broken. No. Okay, I can't go back. Fuck. Broken tears. Fucking. Empty. Fucking empty. Empty fucking raindrops. Explode. Awesome. Oh, sticky cheeks. Tragedy. Contamination. Oh my god. Love. Depression. Lust. Fucking death. Papa. Electricity. Fucking bliss. Unending massacre. Hi again, Sneevils. Exploding awesome sticky cheeks. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. Sticky climax, death papa. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Sneevils. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Make you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on! Like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me he didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if it's, if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps a manga collection in the club room.
Natsuki finds herself stuck between, say, manga and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Sneebles always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Manika! Like cooking. I help out with cleaning her room? How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. Well, how come? You and Sneebles could become good friends too. Plays with hair. Sayori? Huh? Oh, the social anxiety, awkwardness is killing me. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh my god, I might be friends with someone? You betch, Sayori, you betch. Oh, Yuri even bought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sorry, made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do? Huh? Well, I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess it's up to me to rescue the situation. Oh, what am I doing here? Oh, history, order, what? History? Oh, shit. No. Return. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So, any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into a bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out. So I picked out a book and I thought you might enjoy it. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know... Sticky cheeks! Discuss it, if you wanted. This is Korua. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not even reading much. An agonizing climax. Ah! It's like that was it, that sound, that MP4 of that dude that climaxes, he fucking comes super loud. And you can audibly hear him like physically shake. Ah! Fucking exploding awesome! Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. And that doesn't seem to be the case. Please don't, I'm a virgin. Ah! Explode! That's too juice! Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in the book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. But at the same time, I'd feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of the book. Looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Ah. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. but only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable.
Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so...
That's the book you gave me, right?
Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason.
Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book?
Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them.
I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. Well, I'll definitely start reading it soon.
I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story.
Is that so? What's it about, anyway?
Well...
Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover.
Alright. I just wanted to make sure I don't actually give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart.
That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story. So that dark turn came out of nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden.
Are you not a thing of that sort of thing, Sneeples?
No, it's not that. I mean, I could definitely enjoy those kind of stories, so don't worry.
I hope so.
Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into these things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different.
It's just that those kind of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Oh, not again. I'm sorry.
Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything.
Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I ended up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much.
I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I could do is listen. It's a literature club, after all.
That's true. In fact,
I might as well get started reading it. I might as well get started reading it, right?
You don't have to.
What are you saying? Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright. It's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's.
Ah! Sticky cheeks!
Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive.
I'm sorry.
It's not that I don't want you to, it's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone.
I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything.
Alright.
I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel a presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad feeling. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. Looks like she's reading from my book instead.
Sorry, go inside. Sorry. I was just...
Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you?
I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean...
Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's and hold my book more between the two of them.
I suppose so.
Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Just to be in high school again, where just like everyone's just like, oh, don't touch me, don't brush up against me. I might coom in my poonts. Feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. Oh, don't touch me, oh, you dirty bitch. But do it touch me. Oh my god, she touched me. Goosh is nice. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the pages. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. There's a lot of... What the fuck is this? I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn the page and Yuri slides under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. Agonizing, instant agonizing climax. It's as he just fucking spazzes on the floor like a fucking fish out of water. Oh my god. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face. What? And she's in the corner of my vision? Dude. Are you ready? Ready? Eh? What? To turn the page. Oh, yeah, sorry. I think I got a little distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. Dirty bitch. Fuck me, dude. This is the most fucking intense book reading ever. Fuck me. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. Okay. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? Yeah, eyes me, dirty bitch. I don't mind reading being patient if it takes you a bit longer. Oh, you dirty fuck. Patient? It's probably the least I can do. Since you've been so patient with me. Yeah. Arigato. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Filth. She already knows. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition.
Oh, she's giving the green light, boy. Yeah. Oh, flip that page, fucking.
We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an instant exchange. Agonize. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her thumb. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this, dude? People getting erections over fucking page turning here. What? What? Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second guesses all of the things she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. Oh, fuck, dude. That was dumb. That was a dumb thing to do. Yuri remains silent for a moment. Oh, you fucked it up now, kid. Good one, Mr. Manga Man. But Sneebles, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. Ugh, it's so embarrassing that you think that. Shut the... Fuck! Rewind, undo. No, I didn't mean that. Let's go back to when we were caressing each other's pages and shit. Fuck! I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Gomen, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. Oh, fuck, I mean, undo. You're really pretty... Oh, fuck, I'm sorry. Can I brush my shoulder against yours or something? Fuck. Shit. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. Yeah, it's cute if you're into, like, fucking little girls or some shit, bro. Like, what? She starts making, like, those cat noises when they see, like, a fucking bird in the... oh. I think, did she like that? You like that? Oh, you're really cute. You know what I mean? She starts giving it like this and shit. Oh, okay, I'm gonna roll here. If I can just rip a page out the book and bundle it up and throw it along the floor, see if she'll start batting it. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. Oh! I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kinda down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not... It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Ooh! Filthy fucking books.
Alright then. Guess I'll do some reading tonight. Oh yeah, fucking. Or would you prefer if I only read it with you? Hey?
I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way.
Whoa, a bit of both. She likes a bit of both.
Is that so? In that case, I'll read a little more tonight then.
It'll be more fun to read with you after if it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. I stand up.
Right. Time for my poem. Exploded awesome, sticky cheeks.
I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag.
Cockney literature.
You imagine that? You imagine that was fully voice acted, all the cool sound like that. Fucking.
You're right, Steebles.
By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night?
Yeah, I did. My relaxation ends. Oh no! Alert! I did. You know what? I do actually remember writing something. Fuck. Call of Cthulhu? It's something like that, because they're
snooping around. Why are you snooping around in
they all sound like they've been like, they're choking on fish. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? Oh, I can't wait! Sayuri and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayuri's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I've just got mine on my fucking sweaty palms, like, right, here we go. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Yeah, it's, you know what? Something that fucking gets my rocks off. Impeccable handwriting, yeah? Don't know if you've ever seen my handwriting. I'm pretty proud of it. I quite like it, right? But, yeah, whenever I see someone's handwriting and it's pretty fucking good. Whoa, you filthy fucking. You know what I mean? You wrote yours on your cock? My god, you are way too complimentary to me, dude. Because that was 20 words. That was 20 words on that shit. Oh, no. Maybe if they were, like, fucking, you know, 2 letters long. I got a 20-word long dick, boy. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my Oh, I didn't look at the girls. I didn't look at the bouncy drawings. Who liked it? Who liked my shit? Yuri probably would, didn't she? Because she's into dark shit, right? So, and I was all about like deaf papa, deaf dad, sticky cheeks on my dad. Fucking, you know what I mean? You show it to everyone. Don't panic, Lee. I guess I'll show. Yeah, I'll go to Yuri. I feel like I've established something with her. You know what I mean? Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion, to be fair. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional.
Nani?
Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face.
Ho ho! Jotaro!
Watashi... He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. That's... I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Sticky cheeks, agonizing climax, deaf papa. These are all like my backup band names. I'm still sticking with murder in your mouth, dude. Really? Honto? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Oh, no sweat, bro. First time. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly and looks at my poem again. Oh, well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah. Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just, there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in the new writers is that they tried to make it their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. What? The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened.
You think my agonizing fucking climax is weak? Fucking tell that to your sticky cheeks. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert.
Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them,
But I was gonna say, building them.
but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased though.
Biased? How?
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Gomi.
I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Oh, please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light.
The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe.
What? Calm breathing
Air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting.
Yeah, it was kind of dit. I did expect a little bit better of you, Yuri. Yeah? A little disappointed.
Nanny? I wasn't thinking that at all.
I kinda was.
But it took you a long time to read.
Well then maybe you should have wrote it a little bit more coherently. Dickhead. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty.
That's a relief.
Also, I like the poem.
Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems.
No, not at all.
I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Are you into ghosts, Yuri?
Jotaro!
Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all, Sneebles.
Really? I must have totally missed the point.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story, or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Yours was impressive too, so... Death Papa! Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Sneebles. Me too. Oh shit! I'm showing it to all of them. Alright then, let's go Natsuki. Natsuki! Fucking Death Papa! Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically it's not cute enough for your tastes? Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it.
Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can sink, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it.
Yeah. I told you weren't gonna like it. I like it! What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yeah, exactly! I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I said, a full rhyme at the end, but then made it all flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. Ah, so you did. I guess more went into that than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is really feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Alright, let's go with Monica. Hi, Sneebles. Having a good time so far? Ah! Yeah. Good. I'm glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things that we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Sneebles. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job, Sneebles. I was going ooh in my head, or ooh, sticky cheeks, ooh. Empty tears, ooh. It's really metaphorical. It's not, it's really literal. I I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep.
Oh, sticky cheek.
I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayuri, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively. Both allowing people to get something out of just by feel, or letting them be deeply analyze all of the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about it. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased toward their own kind of styles, but I'll always help you find out what suits you most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See? The direction the spackle protrudes? A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No! I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out of the sun. But it's too late. My retinas, already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he on the other side was looking in. So what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other? Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try too hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Alright. This is a good poem, Sneebles. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. I'm a guy. I don't write poems. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time?
I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. It impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy that you just wrote one. Just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now.
Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See? It's like I said before, Sneebles. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Try new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do.
Thanks, Sayuri. I'm not sure if Sayuri sees the full picture of my motive here. And again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all.
Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you.
Alright, well, I'm gonna hold you to that then.
Yay. Now you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this.
We'll see about that.
Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast.
Alright. I like it. I do like that one. I do like that one. I want breakfast. Sayuri. This is just a guess, but did you wait until morning to write this?
No! Okay, just a little bit.
You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question.
But I forgot to do it last night.
Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself.
Don't be mean. I still tried my best.
Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds like you.
Really?
Yeah. Especially that last line.
I made eggs on toast.
Even though you were late to school? It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me.
This was so much fun. Monica's the best.
Yeah. But next time,
I won't forget. I'm gonna write the best poem ever!
I guess I look forward to it. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. I was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities.
What? Really?
I thought Yuri was into it. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs.
Really? The eagle can fly one? Get the fuck out of here.
This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayuri and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly.
What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand.
Well, I guess you could say it's fancy.
Arigato. Yours is kawaii. Kawaii desu ka?
Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute?
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
You mean you tried hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all.
Well, I do have a couple of suggestions.
If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayuri liked it. And Sneebles did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all,
Excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Sneebles liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it.
Natsuki suddenly stands up, but you can't tell because she's so fucking small. she's sitting down, right? And then she's like, oh. I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri.
That's not what I... Oh, you're just...
Yuri stands up as well.
Maybe you're just jealous that Sneebles appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours.
Huh! And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself?
Watashi... Yeah. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy.
Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Sneebles started showing up. Natsuki! Biggest tittus.
Natsuki, that's a little...
This doesn't involve you!
I don't like fighting, guys. This is not kendo.
Suddenly both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there.
Sneebles. She's just trying to make me look bad.
That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this would have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should just jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Sneebles. Oh god.
Chotto. There's a reason why we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning them most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Sneebles?
Oh shit.
Well?
How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. Sticky cheeks! But whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Ah, shit! Help me, Sayuri! Oh god. Oh no, I don't really want to be a part of either of this shit, to be honest. Cause like, here's the only thing, I'm just talking from a straight up G point, right? If we go with any of them,
we're tarnishing the potential for a threesome.
Oh my god.
I'm probably gonna side with Yuri because I think our playstyle is gonna start probably leaning towards her, isn't it?
But I like Natsuki's spunky attitude. I fight you for it. I fight you for the better poem.
Maybe I can delay this by going to Sayuri. Choose my destiny? Oh my god, is this actually important? Oh my god. Oh my god, do I need to save? I'm gonna save that. No fucking way. The king? Whoa, dude. No, definitely not. The boy, maybe. The boy! My dude, what's a legend? H2G. Right. I'm gonna go with Yuri? Natsuki. You're right that I liked your poem.
See?
Giotto, that's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different.
That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously.
Wakarimashita. Yuri. You're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed.
Well, that's...
But, demo, here's the thing, no matter how simple or refined someone's writing style may be, they are still putting feelings into it, and it must become something really personal.
That's when Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was kawaii. Snake's all Japanese, my voice is killing me. Fuck yeah, dude. All day. I see. I didn't notice that Gomen. Ugh. But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place.
Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that...
Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too? Fucking tetanus!
No, I shouldn't apologize.
Someone fucking do some fan art of Natsuki with the fucking tetanus pose. Natsuki clenches her fists, bro. In the end, nobody has taken her side. Oh, now I feel bad. She's trapped. At this point, being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up even feeling bad for her. Agonizing! Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head. Sayuri, Sayuri, she doesn't need to.
You know what? I'm gonna do that. It'll spare me from having to look at your faces right now.
That warden Natsuki snatches her own poem from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumples up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash. Natsuki. Oh, she really did need to do that. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in an adjacent chair. Everything alright?
I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now.
No, Yuri. How could anyone know I've gone frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. don't think any less of you.
Well, alright. I believe you. Yeah, I never, like, if someone was to approach gingerly, I'm just thinking, like, some fucking, like Tom and Jerry shit, where I'm just like... Hello, Yuri. What the fuck is that? What? Thanks, Sneebles. You're too kind. I'm thankful to have you a part of this club now.
It's nothing.
Oh, one more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said about, you know, I would never do anything so shameful, I do. So...
What thing did Natsuki say?
Well, never mind that. I'm gonna make some tea.
Oh, yeah, good idea. That is a good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay?
Yeah. Biggest fucking titties.
Okay, everyone.
It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Mostly. Sneebles, how about you?
Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone.
Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you'll learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better.
I think to myself, people who do that fucking thinking emoji, when people post that in like tweets or something, oh, I don't know why, the moment I see that fucking emoji, I just want to I want to murder. I don't know why. When they actually think they're trying to say some thought-provocative shit, and you're just like, shut up! I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes.
Yeah, that bullshit! Get that fuck out of here!
With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination.
Hey, Sneebles! Ready to walk home?
Yeah, sure, let's go. Sayuri beams at me. What the fuck? Just...
Oh, fuck my retinas!
It truly has been a while since Sayuri and I have spent this much time together. Can't really say I'm not enjoying it either.
Sayuri, about what happened earlier?
What do you mean?
You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often?
Oh, no. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you?
No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you.
Phew. You know, Sneebles, it's nice I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too.
Good.
Every day is gonna be so much fun.
It looks like Sayuri still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but...
Does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayuri. I forget.
I put Sayuri... Where? I was gonna say, I put Sayuri on my shoulder! I said that more to myself than her, but it's easy to use Sayuri as an internal monologue sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's do this. Oh, here we go again. I'm gonna get me another cup of tea. Yeah, I totally forgot we were in Spooktober. I totally forgot about that. So yeah, I don't know. Don't know what to say.
Right, make some fucking tea, yeah? Let's make a poem while we boil some tea. Death! No, let's go with extraordinary. Extraordinary climax! Yes! Fucking pleasure. Passion. Fear. Papa. Empty. Fester. Anime. Captive. Broken. Pink. Disaster. Let's go with incapable. Explode. Agonizing suicide. Horror. Crimson. Ooh, crimson bed. Fucking despise. Fucking breathe. I stop her breathe. She told me to stop watching anime. I stop her breathe. Empty, incapable pink. Sticky cheeks. Sticky cheeks. What's the deets on them sticky cheeks? Crimson bed. Climaxing, agonizing climax in the crimson bed. Death Papa. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Enter the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Sneebles. Yo, so Yuri. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to seeing you being in the club, that's all. Let's see.
It's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things of you anyway.
Speaking of which, I'm kind of hungry. Are you calling me to buy a snack?
No thanks.
What? Yeah, bro? Get a snack. That's not like you at all.
I have my reasons. If we just keep choosing Yuri, is she like every time is like her model just gonna have like extra padded tits? By the end of the game, she's just gonna be like, "Hello, Sneebles," and like you can't even see her fucking face. Why don't we look at your purse, Sayuri?
Why that all of a sudden?
No reason really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayuri nervously retrieves her coin purse. Coin purse, bro! You could have just said purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out.
I knew it. Sneaky bitch.
I can see right through you, Sayuri.
That's not fair. How did you even know?
It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money, so I could lend you some. There's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so only leaves the one option.
Ah! I give up. Don't make me feel guilty.
If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Whoa. Yuri suddenly giggles. I didn't notice that she was listening in. Dude, she's like a ghost. Her face is in the book as always.
I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book.
Yuri?
Tell Sneebles to let me borrow some money. What the fuck? Is she mugging me? Is she trying to get someone to help mug me? That's... Don't get me involved like that, Sayuri. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution.
Fuck me, fucking... Here comes the paladin with the fucking... the righteousness.
I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my book. Ugh.
I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri.
Doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that.
You were right, though. I did something bad and I have to accept my retribution.
Yeah, that. Still, coming from you, Sayuri, I guess there's a little devil inside of us, isn't there?
Is there, mate? Crimson sheets? Mate.
Don't let her fool you. Sayuri knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me.
But Demo, you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them.
Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayuri. Ooh. What the fuck? Oh god, I was gonna say, did I just like full on just like, bah! What the fuck? Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayuri in the face and tumbles onto the desk.
Ow! What was... a cookie?
Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayuri glances around. She doesn't see the midget. Underneath the table is with a tray of cookies.
Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution?
Retribution.
Actually, that one almost worked.
I was just gonna give it to you. But then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction though.
Natsuki! It's so nice of you. Oh, I'm so happy.
Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. So he rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. Oh, so good. Sayori suddenly clasps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot just over one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Oh, yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki and wraps her arms around her. Ah, jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a big bite of Natsuki's cookie. Oh, you don't do that. You don't do that. That's rule number one. You don't do that. You don't be biting other people's shit, bro. Get out of here. Oh no, you're in the trash now, Sayori. I don't care for your bubbly personality, bro. You don't be eating people's cookies. Hey!
Did you seriously just do that?
Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Oh, bitch. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, just such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori? Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room. Ugh. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined.
That's true.
Excuse me? Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monica chose the club over a boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? $5 in between them sticky cheeks? Fuck yeah, sinner. I'm all about that, dude. Thank you so much, man. Well, okay, no, right. My last period was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring, at least. I must have not heard it, since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. Well, I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. Yeah, whatever, bitch. She was up to some sneak shit. You should play something for us, Monica. Oh. Yeah, suddenly Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little better, I will. Yay. That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Sneebles. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently. And I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. Well, in that case, best of luck. Arigato. So, I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I choose to leave out Sayuri's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. Looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayuri somehow already finished her entire cookie. What? Son, if you can't eat a cookie in like 2 bites, who are you? Yuri is back to her book and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Hey, Yuri. It's like I startled myself. Hey, Yuri. Anyway. I suddenly noticed that Yuri's reading a different book from the one we've been reading together. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Yeah. I was kind of waiting for you. What if that's the case? Why don't we go ahead and get started? Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Arigato gozaimashita. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Yuri gets it.
Okay, cheers to you, Yuri, yeah?
Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm gonna plug this in at the teacher's desk and then we'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. You fucking filthy bastard, mate. Eh? To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. Watch it. Oh, I'm sorry. Especially because of her long legs, always really elegant and methodical. Mate. Okay, may I have that water pitcher? Thanks. I'll be right back. Oh, I might as well walk with you. Yeah, why not? Shall we go then? Yeah. And where are you two off to? We're just... Yuri was gonna make some tea, so... I suddenly realized how weird it sounds to explain this to Monica. Oh, we're just filling the water pitcher. Okay. Sorry, I was just a bit curious. It's kind of a one-person job, isn't it? That's... Oh, she's calling me out. Monica, please mind your own business for once. Oh, do you want me to tell? Or do you want to tell me there's something wrong with being involved Sneebles in club activities, mate? Yeah? Fuck you. Yeah? He's mine. Oh no. My mouth gapes. What is she? I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Then let's go, Sneebles. Oh, okay. Yuri quickly exits the room and I follow. Jesus Christ. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against a wall. Oh, Jesus. Is she breaking? Is she breaking? Is the psycho coming out? I can't be keeping up with this fucking fancy girl shit anymore. I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that?
Yuri.
Something about the way she said that, it made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me?
Yeah, Yuri-san. What does she think I do? You did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monica to judge people like that,
Sneebles. How come even when I do something bad, you're being so nice to me? Because nothing that you do is as bad as you make it seem in your head. Like murder? I ain't so bad, I bet you're suffering in there. It's It's alright that you did this.
Nobody's perfect. We have emotions, and we can't always hide them away. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane.
Yeah. Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that?
Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that?
Friend, you say?
Yuri lifts her head.
Sneebles, I really like being friends with you. Haha.
Arigato, Yuri-san.
I like being friends with you too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that, but I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway.
Yeah. Shall we go?
Yeah. Yuri and I walk to the nearest water fountain. Once we fill the water pitcher, we return to the classroom.
Sneebles, do you like oolong tea?
Yeah. Anything is fine.
Very well.
Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees, mate.
Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this.
I mean, you really do this properly, don't you?
Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others.
Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything?
Jotaro. In that case, you'll only be more impressed.
Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves.
What? Fuck that. You get a bag, you get a fucking tea bag, you shake off the bullshit on it and you fucking whap it in, mate. None of this fucking measuring shit. Fuck that.
To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now.
Is that so? I was then at show. And you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. Turns out it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around anyway.
Well, that's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much.
You're always worrying about me, Sneebles. It's very endearing.
That's... Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. Whoa, whoa, whoa! She's gonna want to move in with me. And watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for us.
Sneebles, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today?
Nandato?
It's a little bit easier on my back.
Because of your big, stonking, fat tats, mate. Yeah, for all that.
Dude, I really want to fucking get together with like some other British peeps and we just do a full dub of this fucking game in proper fucking like degenerate English, dude. Oh my god. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk.
Sorry, I didn't realize.
No worries.
Fat fucking stonking fat tats, mate.
I just have back pain very regularly, so I do my best to manage it. You need to do some fucking back raises, mate. You need to get on the floor and start doing some fucking raises. Yeah?
Oh, is that so? Honto-ne?
I wonder why that is, you fucking. Go on, you fucking.
It's most likely because my
Your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading?
Yes! I have terrible reading posture. So that's why we should sit on the floor.
Fair enough.
Big, fat fucking stonking that one.
I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieve the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. I do? It's a bag of small chocolate candies I kept hidden from Sayuri's candy radar. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. Mate. Don't know about that, mate. I don't know about that, mate. Yeah? Chocolate and tea? Oh no. Maybe if you're like single and lonely and you're like watching fucking Love Island. Maybe. Yeah? You and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time. Assume the position! Oh, fucker. Each holding one half of the book. Sneak, what you gotta judge? Ooh, I'll see you, motherfucker. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other.
I can't see too well.
Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. Ooh, I can smell her pheromones. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Oh! Yuri was always kind of cute, but whoa! Now we're just fucking getting crazy. When she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Mate,
Your teacup.
Yuri hands me my teacup. Oh, you filthy fucking. Holding it with me hand, that's not holding the book. I'm in a position that makes it harder to focus. Ah! Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch thine breast. Filth. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single fucking thing. She wears her intense reading expression. I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. Don't get an erection, bruh. After a few minutes, I finally managed to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs. And fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Oh, Jesus Christ. Mum's spaghetti. He's just like, he's hoping that the teacup is like scalding his inner thighs, so it's like killing his boner. You want some chocolate, Yuri? Oh, God. Fuck, sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. That's... Oh, that's okay. I won't take any. See, she's a real one. Are you sure?
Well, if I touch it, then it might get smudges on the pages.
You're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad.
No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay?
Are you sure? Can you handle it? Are you sure you're not going to be weighed down with the weight of the book and your big fat stonking touch, man?
Of course.
Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading hard, mate. Yeah? But as a result, my left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case... Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it in my mouth. Then I take another chocolate and I slip it into hers. And I hold it. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation was completely natural. That means I can't stop here. Mate, I apprehensively placed the chocolate. You dirty bitch. In her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. What's that? What the fuck? Like a horse? Like a horse with a fucking sugar cube? Like you heard her, she just goes... Like, what the fuck? Mate, I was like, go on then, chuck it in. That's it. Easy, mate, easy. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened.
Sneebles. Come in.
I guess I shouldn't have done that.
That's... Well, you were just helping. That's something that friends do.
I've never fed a friend of mine a piece of chocolate as we're taking turns holding a book and reading together. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Get out of here. What the fuck? Right, you want some chocolate, mate? Yeah. Well, go on then. Fucking have some. Dickhead. Think I'm gonna fucking feed you, mate? Get out of here. Fuck you think this is, eh? If you ain't got them fucking stankin' fat cats, mate, you can get your own fucking chocolate.
Right?
I mean, not really in this kind of context, but yeah, that's all it was.
Yeah. Then you don't need to. Oh, you don't need to stop or anything. Oh, you fucking.
I see. I don't stop it just a piece now. I break off a whole fucking line and I just see how far. What are you getting? The situation's gone really tense. Yuri tries to return to the book. But I could tell just by expression that everything, even she can't focus now. My heart's pounding. Fuck me, dude. This is the most intense book read. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers. But this time, Yuri's eyes meet mine. Oh, you dodgy bitch. You think this is for you, do you? I don't think so. How did it even come to this? Dude, you haven't even kissed yet. Like, how did it come to this? It was only a chocolate kiss. Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I notice her chest rising. And fall into the rhythm of her breast. Gonna give us that chocolate, mate? Yeah? I raise my arm. What? What the fuck? Like before, Yuri parts her lips. But it's different this time. I take the chocolate and I place it in her mouth. I feel the hot breath on my fingers. Ooh, you know winter's coming. Okay, everyone. Bitch! I was about to get my fucking chocolate fuck on, son. What's this? About to get my Cocoa Puff. What is this? Okay, everyone? Yuri jolts back. It's time to share poems! Oh, fuck off, dude. Oh, you fucking see that? Oh! You know what I mean? Sneebles, you can help Yuri put away the tea stuff, right? Oh, yeah, I can put it all the way in, mate. Yeah? Yeah, of course, no problem. Okay, thanks. The spell is abruptly broken.
I'll take care of the cups.
Yeah. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. I pick up the bag of chocolates. In the end, we hastily clean up. Look at the mess we've made. Oh, it's a fucking crime scene. I am so ashamed of myself. That's so much as a word. Oh my god. Ah, dude, I feel that so hard. I get the feeling this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. Oh my god. They're talking like they just did the fuck. Alright. Let's have a break from Yuri then, because we've done a lot of Yuri. So, let's, alright, Sayu.
Ooh.
I like this one, Sneebles. Has some nice feelings in it. What? I'm glad. Does that mean it's better than yesterday's? Let me think. Well, I don't know. I guess I like them both. Well, that's not very helpful, you know. Well, I'm not very good at figuring out poems are good or bad. But that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Why not? Fear Popper! Ah! Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of the whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of riding you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? Aw, you want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. Fear Popper Crimson Bed. That's gonna be Fear Popper. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. What time is it? 9:30. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad? I can't see you liking something sad, Sayuri. Well, I like happy the most. But sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give that rain cloud a little hug. And make a nice happy rainbow. Sayuri, that's unexpectedly poetic. It is? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thank you, Sneebles. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now. Okay. Bottles. What I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. And I put the bottle in a shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in bottles, all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. Doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done, I open up. And in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after another, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts and shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. All I hear is echo, 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 inside my head. Ooh, Sayuri, bro! Holy crap. Sayori, did you really write this?
Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever?
Hey, Matt! Hi, Snake. I enjoy your videos and thank you for sharing. Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself, Matt. Thank you so much, man. That's so kind of you, buddy. Yeah, but... I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot. And I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, no, not exactly. Maybe because I'm just so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing is the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no matter what. No more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. Seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Bro, sounds like someone who's too self-sacrificing for the betterment of everyone around them, you know? And then you're left kind of like a hollow version of yourself. Poor Sayori. Alright, Natsuki. Well, it's not really any worse than your last one. But I can't really say it's any better either. Phew. Huh? Phew what? Well, anything that isn't a train wreck, I'll take that as a win. And I get the feeling you're probably the most critical.
Hey, what makes you...
Maybe that was a compliment.
Ah, glad to see someone recognizes my experience.
Well then, keep practicing and maybe you'll be as good as me someday. That's, Someone tells me Natsuki completely missed the point. Come think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayuri's poem from yesterday. You think so? Yeah. Well, I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type. Sayuri has a type all of a sudden? Well, I don't know. Honestly, how can someone so fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight. Ugh, that was a little unnecessary. But think of it this way. If it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away like letting go of a balloon. You could say we each take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here.
Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard, Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time, I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to a nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. Doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. Doesn't matter if she keeps it private. Doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone. What the fuck? Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you don't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies. And it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like, anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know how people like that? Do you know people like that? Of course! It's about how everyone thinks my
doesn't matter, it can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or a guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid of if people find out. They make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes, as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things.
Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. And I'm sure a lot of other people can too.
It's what I do best, Seth. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like conveying emotions is important. But I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm going to write a good one for tomorrow, so look forward to it. Hi again, Sneebles. How's the writing going?
Alright, I guess.
I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece.
I wouldn't count on that.
You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today?
Sure.
Here you go.
I give my poem to Monica.
Alright. This one's good. It feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read. Just wondering, but have you been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style?
I guess so. You can't deny that she's talented.
Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. That's the best way to describe it. She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen.
I noticed that too.
Or when she's talking about literature, it's like a light turns on inside her. Sadly, it's hard to get much personal conversation out of her.
Trust me, I've tried.
Who knows what goes on in that head of hers?
I hope you don't mean that in a bad way.
No, of course not. I just mean, I wish she didn't keep so much to herself. But still,
Defending her like that, you must be pretty into her. You completely misunderstood.
I'm kidding, calm down.
Besides, I'm pretty sure she's already got a boyfriend.
But the chocolate moment, the fucking... What? That was for Nount?
Wait, really?
Oh no.
Yeah, well, a fictional one, anyway. Monica kind of whispered that last part to me.
It's just a hunch, but... Well, there's not really anything wrong with that. Oh, well, I know. I was just saying. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too.
Alright, let's take a look.
Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing. What? Sine, cosine, tangent? Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. What?
It's even more abstract than your last one, huh?
I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it.
No, I never said that. It's just a kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess.
I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short, it makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise.
I see.
Friendly mind save? Yeah, because the poem was called Save Me, right? And then Load Me. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Did you like it? Sneebles. This one might even be better than yesterday's. How did you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Well, maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly shallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. Oh shit, Mum's spaghetti! I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine. I mean, it's fine. Take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her. Yeah. Just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy. You saying you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it. I only really write for myself. And besides, people would just laugh at me. Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh. Even your close friends? Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway. Do you want to share your poem with... Do you want to share the poem you wrote today? Yeah. I do. If it's with you. The Raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as a... What? As maybe an unordinary human, maybe? I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences. Well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity. The raccoon, an urge. The moon, what? Increments its phase and reflects that much light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic, what? Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again. What? I actually quite, you know what? I think I might just go with Natsuki at this point, because at least she's the only one writing poems that aren't like fucking got some underlining sinister shit going on. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's.
I could see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about.
That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them.
Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean.
Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels to me, for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sort of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So, I sometimes enjoy writing about them.
Huh. That's funny. Didn't Natsuki also write something about that? About someone being ridiculed for a strange interest?
She did?
Yeah. She was talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into, as long as you're not hurting anybody.
She's right. I mean, does she really feel that way?
Yeah. Sounds like you two have that in common.
That's interesting. To me, she seemed like the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose that's my fault for judging, isn't it? Please don't tell her I said that.
Don't worry. I have no reason to.
Okay. Well, thank you for sharing it with me. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad you're a good listener. You're good at a lot of things.
Like feeding you chocolate meat.
Writing, listening. There really aren't many people like you, Sneeples.
That's exaggerating a little bit.
It's just how I feel. I never thought I would feel so comfortable sharing my writing, but now I feel like I look forward to it. It's just a really nice feeling. And you're to thank for that.
It's nothing, really. Yuri smiles sincerely at me. For just a moment, the timidness seems to disappear.
Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room.
It's just about the festival.
Well, sort of. Ugh! Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayuri has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets that we can give out during the event. Okay, it's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing.
Performing?
Monica? Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayuri is putting it on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time.
Sayuri has been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see.
Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's a bad idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea. I didn't sign up for this, you know? There's no way I'm gonna be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that.
Imagine it, Yuri shakes her head in fear.
Guys.
No, Sayuri. I understand where they're coming from. Remember when Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until a couple days ago? It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So, I'm sorry. But, I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each of us put on a good performance, then it'll inspire others to do the same. Oh, never mind, it's Monica's saying that. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah. It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayuri looks worried. Guess that leaves him no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayuri and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but... Looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monica! This is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your own poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little bit more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monica flips through a notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of the poem is The Way They Fly. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayuri looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes her recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica! Thank you. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayuri? I'll go next. Yuri's all fired up over shit. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. No, you can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns and structure that the nuances that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse in the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she'd bewildered her even herself. it's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we caught her so off guard that she must have forgotten. As we applauded, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Sayuri hops off her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Sayuri. It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. I see. Okay then. Sayuri begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayuri is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayuri's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe that is what Sayuri meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayuri finishes, and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayuri. Even Sneebles liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayuri. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be the other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where the sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone. And next time, I'm gonna make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much more time before the festival, you know. Okay. Now, who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Sneebles. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Sneebles lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. Natsuki? It's fine, I suck. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah. I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets off her seat and makes her way to the podium. This poem's called... It's called... Oh, why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting... Anyway, the poem's called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude just disappears a little. While she's still a little uninfused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes, and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Ow. Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people would be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want to for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it'd be the other way around for me. But that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival.
That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting.
Jeez. I should probably find some other poem to recite instead.
That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting all this effort for the club. Makes me really happy.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival's coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. Oh, I can't wait! I can do this. I can do this.
Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayuri and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best.
Ready to go, Sayuri? Yep. Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it?
Jeez, guys. You made such a big deal out of it.
Must be a little nice, though.
Well... How am I supposed to respond to that?
That's okay, Sneebles. You don't have to say it.
Whatever. Let's go already. I walk home with Sayuri once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayuri is getting a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayuri.
Sorry. I was spacing out.
No wonder.
I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to...
Sayuri fumbles with her words.
So let's just say that one day, Yuri asked to walk home with you.
Huh?
What would you do?
What kind of question is that? You kind of put me on the spot here.
I would still walk home with you, Sayori. I'd still walk with Sayuri because that's what we've been doing. Oh, I should save, shouldn't I? Just think it's a decision. There we go.
Sayuri. You really think I would ditch you for Yuri?
But she's so beautiful and smart. Yeah, but this is like our thing. This is what we do as like friends, right? We like go ahead and I ain't gonna be like, oh, we've been doing this for a while now, but now I've got like some bigger tits. You can fuck off. Yeah.
Jeez. I already see you in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you.
You're so silly, Sneebles. You think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted it, so...
Sayuri, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes.
Sorry.
Besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never gonna happen? Conversation trails off. It's kind of a weird thing for Sayuri to care so much about. But I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival's only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time?
Right. What time is it? Okay, it's 10 past 10. I'm starting to feel a little sleepy. How much longer is this? Do you think we'd be able to get through it? Ugh. How far are we, more or less? I have a ways to go. Almost halfway there. Yeah, alright then. Nah, because I've been playing this for like nearly 3 hours, so I just started. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna push it. I'm not gonna push it. Yeah, I'm gonna wind down for tonight. But yeah, man, you know what? The fact that there's always like this lingering sense that something bad is about to happen is pretty intriguing. You know what I mean? And yeah, I think we've probably gotten through like the deception. I think we've gotten through like the cute deceptive phase, or we're about to finish it off now, and we're about to enter whatever the fuck this game is truly about. You know? Yeah, you are almost at the bit where the game takes a very different turn. Yeah. Figures. Alright, well that's good. Because then tomorrow we can just be like, woof! You know, we can just go all in on it and have a good time with it. Alright, boys. Bye. Oh, it crashed. Alright. You just started? Dude, I've been playing for like 3 hours. Today you get the camera obscure. Tomorrow you get the camera obscure. Fuck yeah. Oh no, there's the fucking ghosts all along. Alright, yeah, it was fun. I mean, it's very basic, and we were playing it with the idea of like, this isn't gonna last. You know? This is gonna get spooky wooky pretty quickly. But nothing really, save for like the increasing like strangeness and darkness of the girl's poems. Other than that, nothing else seems out of place. I don't know if I've missed anything, you know, or if there's been some dots been presented to me and I've failed to connect them. But right now, it feels very simple and very straightforward. Maybe I can look a little bit more into their poems and kind of glance a little bit more from the plot through that, but for the most part, I think the game's keeping its cards very close to its chest for now. Can't really get in on it. If there were dots, would you want to know where they are? Dots start being presented at this point? Yeah, figured. Yeah. Okay. All right then. Well, I'm gonna fucking go then, and we'll finish Doki Doki tomorrow, boys. Yeah, should be fun. All right, fellas. All right then. I will see you tomorrow, boys. You take care of yourselves, and yeah, make a poem to share with the class tomorrow. Bye.